So this year at NAMM, Walrus Audio unveiled some new additions to their product lineup, and recently they got in contact with me to ask if I would be up for reviewing some of these new pedals on my channel. And me being a proud owner of their ARP-87 delay, I was 100% down to check out some of their new pedals. And so today I'm going to be demonstrating the new and improved Julia from Walrus Audio. So this is the Julia version 2, which, as you might have guessed, is an updated version of the original Julia, which is a pedal I'd heard a lot about online. I'd seen a lot of people using it on Instagram, but I hadn't had a chance to check it out for myself up until now. And as far as I can tell, the only updates to this new and improved version are now top mounted jacks instead of side mounted, so that's going to be a plus for those of you who are looking to maximize as much space as possible on your pedal boards. And now the bypass switch is clickless, so you're not going to get any loud clicks or pops when you engage the pedal. Oh, and they've also given Julia a bit of a makeover. She's looking a lot better these days, a lot healthier. On the old version, she was looking kind of scary, you know, a bit worse for wear. But it seems like they've given her some plastic surgery, or Julia's discovered the wonders of Facetune. I don't know, but either way, I think she looks much better now. So this is an all analog chorus and vibrato pedal, which are two types of effects I wouldn't normally consider putting on a pedal board of my own, unless a gig called for it, right? But this pedal is very unique. It allows you to dial in tones that you wouldn't get from your average chorus or vibrato pedal, and I have personally found it to be a very inspirational tool to play around with. I've definitely enjoyed having it on my pedal board over the past few days. Let's go over the controls and what they do, starting with the DCV knob. This is essentially a blend control from dry to wet. So all the way down, and you are essentially just getting your dry signal even when the pedal is engaged. But between that lowest setting and noon is where you're going to find your traditional chorus tones. And the further you go past noon, the more you transition from a chorus effect to a vibrato effect. You have the option of choosing between two LFO waveforms to perfectly complement your tone. So if you're going for a straight ahead chorus sound, it is recommended that you opt for the sharper triangle wave. And if you're going for a vibrato effect, then the sine waveform is really going to complement that. Rates knob controls the LFO speed, so if you put that to its maximum setting, it's going to sound really out there, but obviously it gets more mild as you back off. The depth knob changes the amplitude of the LFO, so turn it up to get some really deep modulation, or back off for more of a subtle effect. Lastly, the lag knob. According to the manual, the lag knob lets you set the center delay time that the LFO modulates around, from smooth tight modulation at lower settings to noisy, nauseating detune at maximum. Yeah, basically if you push that lag control further and further, you're going to hear your modulated signal become more and more detuned. I want to show you guys some of my favorite settings to use with the Julia. The first of which is not something that I would label as a chorus or a vibrato tone. It's more of what you would call a warped vinyl effect. So what you're about to hear is not an in-your-face chorus or vibrato tone. It's a very, very subtle modulating effect that adds a nice, warm, vintage and analog warble to my overall sound. When I have the pedal set up like this, I really don't want to turn it off. I feel like it just enhances everything and it sounds particularly good paired with a drive pedal. To set this up, I turn the rate control all the way down, I select the sine waveform, set the DCV knob all the way to maximum vibrato, and my settings for the depth and rate controls are key here. I'll have one turned all the way up and the other around noon, but I like to change these around, which you'll hear. Now, I think it'd be rude to not have a go at a classic 80s chorus sound, so why don't we do that? I'm going to turn the rates knob up a little bit here. I'm going to set the depth and lag controls just before noon, switch the waveform to triangle, and I'll start with the DCV all the way down so that you're just hearing the dry signal, and then I'll gradually introduce the chorus effect up until around noon, since that's typically the range you want to work with if you are going for a straight ahead chorus effect. Now I'm going to show you a vibrato setting that you could use to play a well-known song from an old Seattle-based band that I'm not going to mention for fear of getting claimed, but I think that a lot of you will recognize this. That's obviously a more extreme use of the pedal's vibrato effect, and how I have it set up is I have the DCV all the way up for full vibrato, The lag is set to noon, and the depth and rate are both at around 3 o'clock, and I've got the sine waveform selected. So that was the Julia version 2 from Walrus Audio. I really like this pedal, I think you can tell. I've really enjoyed having it on my pedal board, and I can see it staying on there for quite some time. My favourite tones that you can get from this are probably the warped vinyl effects that I demonstrated earlier on in the video. I love that you can get those types of tones in addition to classic chorus and vibrato sounds. There's honestly nothing I dislike about this pedal. If the jacks were still mounted on the side and it had the old noisy bypass switch and a scarier face, then maybe I would complain about those things. But this new updated version is pretty damn solid, so well done, Walrus Audio. If you want to learn more about this pedal, I have left a link in the description box. My name is Ross Campbell. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please give it a like. Share it with someone who's maybe looking to buy a new chorus or vibrato pedal. Click subscribe for more content like this in the future, as well as the notifications bell to never miss a new upload. And that about does it. Stay safe and stay healthy out there, guys, and I will see you in the next one.